Hello everybody, and here we're going to be doing a few examples of more proof and just identifying properties that go with proofs. These scenarios though are more geometric in nature, and number 9 here we will conclude by going through a step-by-step proof with a 2-column proof, making a table of statements and reasons. Let's look at number 1 here and see which property matches it. If we have the measure of angle 1 equal to measure of angle 2, the measure of angle 2 is equal to measure of angle 1. That is applying the symmetric property. Number 2, if the measure of angle 1 is 90 and the measure of angle 2 is equal to the measure of angle 1, and the measure of angle 2 equals 90. We are applying substitution there. But you could make the argument that it is the transitive property too, because one piece of information is being transferred to the other by way of the measure of angle 2 equaling to the measure of angle 1. Number 3, if AB is equal to RS and RS equals WY, then AB equals WY. Again, we're substitution or the transitive property. Number 4, if AB equals CD, then 1/2 AB equals 1/2 CD. We simply multiplied both sides of the equation by 1/2. We are applying multiplication there. Number 5, if the measure of angle 1 and the measure of angle 2 is 110, and the measure of angle 2 is equal to the measure of angle 3, then the measure of angle 1 and the measure of angle 3 would add up to 110. Substitution may be transitive, but in this scenario, it's pretty obvious that this quantity right here, measure of angle 2, is getting substituted with the measure of angle 3. We definitely see a substitution in an equation here for sure. Look at number 6. RS is equal to RS. Anytime anything equals itself or is congruent to itself, we are applying the reflexive property. Number 7, if AB equals RS and TU equals WY, then AB plus TU equals RS plus WY. It's like we started with this equation, AB and RS, and then TU and WY equal each other, and we added that to both sides of the equation. We applied addition. Number 8, if the measure of angle 1 is equal to the measure of angle 2, and the measure of angle 2 equals the measure of angle 3, the measure of angle 1 equals the measure of angle 3. Again, we have a substitution situation going on. Substitution. And possibly transitive. See, this right here is the go between being transferred or substituted. And then number 9 here, we have we need to prove a formula here. A equals 1/2 base times height. That's the area of a triangle. We're to prove that BH is equal to 2 times the area of the triangle. So we're going to make a simple 2-column proof. One side is statements, and one side is reasons. Okay, you always start out, your first statement is what's given. We're given the area of a triangle. Area equals 1/2 base times height. And like I said, that is our given. Now, what we want to do next is isolate the BH. And in order to isolate BH, we're going to multiply both sides by 2. And what we applied here was the multiplication property. And then number 3 here, we arrive at 2a is equal to BH. Okay, and what happened there, we just did substitution, or simplified. Okay, and so using algebra, we proved a geometric formula when altered equals this quantity BH.